All right. What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Welcome in. Shipping out some orders this morning. We got a whole bunch to ship out. Yesterday was a really, really good day in sales, actually. Let's see how many we got. We have 12 eBay going out, and then we have 1, 2, 3 Poshmark, 3 Depop, 1 Mercari. So what is that? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 total orders yesterday across all platforms. So we had a sale everywhere yesterday, which was great. So we're going to be shipping that out on live. So feel free to hang out, ask some questions, and just see what sold. We sold a whole bunch of good stuff. We sold some mid stuff, some lower end pieces, and then we also sold some higher end pieces too. So it's good little live to show like the difference in everything that's selling. Let me shut this window really quick because the sun is super bright outside. That'll be easier on my eyes as I'm shipping out orders. What's up, OVABs? What's up, LJR? Welcome in. Appreciate everybody hopping on in. What's up, Instagram? Welcome in. Gonna ship some orders out. Got lots of goodies going out, so it'll be a nice live. Whoops, you guys are not. There you go. Now you should be good for the rest of the live. That's a Mercari order. Where did that come from? I guess that was yesterday's order. I have to go grab that. All right, let's go ahead and start shipping these out. We're gonna start with Mercari first. We only have one Mercari order going out. This is a men's Levi's. It is just a regular Levi's shirt. Pick this up for, let me see what I picked this up for. Pick this up for $5 locally in a bulk buy, and this one sold for 20 bucks. Nice little bread and butter sale right there. Easy to list, easy to ship. Denim shirts are selling really well, obviously, in the wintertime. Our sales are usually slow the week before Christmas. Absolutely. As soon as people realize that they're not going to get their stuff in time, they stop ordering. And then the week after Christmas, all the way up until about mid-January, you should have some really, really good sales. So people get their Christmas money in, and then they go and order the stuff that they didn't get for Christmas or stuff that they need for parties and things like that. Pre-owned stuff starts picking up right before Christmas. You're going to see a lack in pre-owned sales because most people want to buy some new tag stuff to put under the tree. But right after Christmas, you'll see an uptick in sales. So you say you're running sales on all platforms? No, just on eBay. The other platforms I'm not running sales on. I will take offers on the other platforms, but I'm not running sales on them. I don't think there's really a way to run sales on other platforms. Mercari right now just implemented a way to drop your prices across or increase your prices across the board because of the new fee structure coming in, I think it's January 6th, but I don't change my prices on Mercari. I pretty much keep Mercari prices the same. Next up, we got some Depop orders. We got some Peter Millar pants that sold over on Depop. Picked these up for $6.40, and these sold for $24 over on Depop. Nice little sale right there. I don't know if I believe it. They will be ready, but she tells me they will be announcing. Yes, OVABs, you are correct. I actually talked to her the other day. She said she's going to announce 1, possibly 2 on January 6th. So that will be pretty cool if she's able to make that happen. She said 1 for sure is going to happen January 6th, but she's trying to get the other one done. So sign up for Posher if you haven't already. There's a link in my bio. Best cross lister, easiest to cross list. I will be making a video. I was actually going to make a video this week on the Posher update, but with a new platform coming out, I don't even know if I should. Maybe I should. I'll just do it anyway and say that there's possibility of a new platform coming up, but I want to make that new video because my old one is like super old. It doesn't have all the updated features on it, so I need to make a new one. So I'm thinking about doing that probably tonight. I was planning to do that, and then she told me that she's going to be announcing new platforms. So I don't really think new platforms will really matter too much. When it comes to cross-listing, because it's pretty much all the same. You're going to cross-list, you're going to press a button, it's going to cross-list for you. But yeah, I wish they would have came out already, so I'd have made that. And I don't know what platform it is. She hasn't told me yet. So normally I get insider information, but I didn't get any insider information on this one. What's up, Hope? Good morning, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Appreciate you, Wayne. Good name. I like your name, Wayne. What brands of ties do you pick up? All kinds of brands. Brioni, Canali. What are some other good ones? Zegna. There's some certain Zegna ties that can go for hundreds of dollars. What I do usually when I find ties, if I don't know the brand, I just look them up really quick in store. Easiest way to figure out if they're going to sell. Do you know January 6th is Epiphany, when the 3 wise men came and gave Jesus his gifts? I didn't know that, but now I do. Appreciate you dropping the knowledge on me. All right, let's ship out the next order. We're going over another Poshmark order. These are kind of all mixed up, so let me see if I can find these. They're aloes. Here, let's do this one first. This is a Poshmark order. This is a men's Untuckit shirt. I don't pick up all Untuckit shirts anymore. The smaller size I'm probably going to start passing on, but the bigger sizes are still selling. So this is a men's 3XL Untuckit shirt. Good size on this one. We picked this up for, what do we pay for this? $7 for this, and it sold for $22 over on Poshmark. I did get my new packaging materials in yesterday. Mailman dropped them off, but I didn't get a time to unload them yet. So I'm still going to use these gyro packs. So also, if you're interested in gyro packs, I have these linked in my bio. I get questions asked all the time, like what poly bags do you use? I put out a video recently on these. They're always linked in my bio. If you've never bought the poly bags before through gyro pack, I think I have a 10% off discount code. Use that code, you get 10% off. These are always like super duper cheap, and they're really, really durable. I don't use any extra tape, as you see. I just seal them up and ship them out. So if you need some really good poly bags, those are always linked in my bio. Do you remember all the prices you have written down? So I actually have them on my on eBay. When I sell something here, I'll flip the camera for you so you can see what I'm saying, and I'll show you guys too. Let me flip the camera for them really quick, and then let me flip the camera for you guys because this is a good question. Right here on my eBay, it has my inventory number, which is 562, and the price I paid, which is $6.96. I also use Jason's spreadsheet. On Jason's spreadsheet, you could put it into inventory and put that in, so you don't have to put it into your eBay SKU. But I decided to just stick it in the SKU. It's easier for me to find. So every time I put my numbers in my spreadsheet, which is right here, I put my price I paid over here, and it calculates my profit and loss. That spreadsheet's also linked in my bio. Oops, I didn't show you guys. That spreadsheet is also linked in my bio. This one right here goes over all your cost of goods, your sale price, and then once you put in all our information, it'll give you your profit loss. So that way you can give that to your tax advisor at the end of the year if you need that. That's Jason's spreadsheet. He's another reseller. He made that spreadsheet specifically for us resellers. So that's how I get my information for my sales and all that stuff, so I can track profit and loss. All right, let's try to find these aloes. They're somewhere in here. Aloe. Are these the aloes? 3, 4, 3, 6, 4, 5. Okay, cool. Aloe leggings. These are aloe camo leggings. Picked these up for $4, and these sold for $20 over on Depop. We probably paid $4 for these. Probably got these at Salvation Army at that price because Salvation Army never has taxes. If I had an incredible memory, no, I don't. I would never remember what I paid for all my stuff. I have over 2,800 listings right now. To remember what I paid for all that stuff would be, I would have to have a crazy good memory. I'd be doing something else than reselling if I had a memory that good. Appreciate all the questions too. If you have any more questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. That was also a Depop sale too, by the way. Depop sale. Next up, we got some Spanx. These are, I believe these are the Spanx. Yep. Spanx Flare jeans. These are a good one to look out for. Not all Spanx are still a pickup, but Kayla still picks up the Flare jeans. Pick these up for $8.54. I took an offer of $20 for these this morning over on Depop. So I caved, subscribing to Posher. It is okay. It does seem like it will help, but I don't like the cleanup I have to do after I import a listing. But how do you manage the paid listing versus the free listing? I feel like the best thing to do is create on eBay, import, and use Posher cross list. Yes, that is exactly how you do it. That's how you do it on most platforms, actually, is you create your listing and then you import them, because if you create it on Posher, it takes one of your credits away. The import, when you first import, Andrea, that's when you have to do the cleanup. After you import one time, then you do the quick import, and then after that, you don't have to clean up, but maybe once a month do a full sync, and then the rest of the month do a quick sync, and you'll be fine. Like I just did a full sync for the first time in like 3 months the other day. So it's only going to be that first time that you're going to clean up. After that, you don't have to clean up anymore. It's literally just the first time. You wash all the clothes. We wash items with stains or bad smells. I see a lot of overpriced items on the selling platforms. Buy cost is key for me. I'm a part-time and my model is at least 50% ROI. That's a good model. We try to do a similar model, but you have to keep in mind, like, my business is different than your business is different than everybody else's business in the chat. So we have to get enough inventory for mom to list. So even if we're not making a crazy good profit on the items, I'm paying somebody to do listings, so I have to bring in inventory for her to list. If I don't have stuff for her to list, I pay her to do nothing. So that's why sometimes we're picking up items that don't have a crazy good ROI. When I was doing this full time by myself without even Kayla working, I would be picking up items for $5 and flipping them for 50. I think my average sales price back in the day, only clothing, was like $55 or something crazy like that. It was super high because I was only focusing on those high end pieces because it was just me listing. So at the end of the day, I only had like time to list like 5 or 10 items after I went to work all day. So I'd only focus on those specific items. Nowadays, we have to bring in as much as we can because if I'm paying her to just stand there and do nothing, I'm actually losing money. I'd rather just give her a $10 flip item so she can list that really quick and move on to the next $10 flip item. So yeah, you can't compare your business to everybody's business because your model is going to be different than everybody because you have different circumstance than everybody. I see a lot of consignments. How do you handle those? Do you have a contract that you give them to sign? I want to get into consignment. I don't have a contract. We don't have a contract that we give them to sign, no. So I have a post on my Instagram and Facebook about consignment. Basically, we run all of our consignment through Whatnot. So the people ship us their items. We let them know when those items are going to be on their upcoming show. So this Saturday we have a show. I'm probably going to cancel tonight's show because Joey has an earache. So I doubt that we're going to be able to run a show and deal with him at the same time. But tomorrow he should be good. So we're going to do a consignment show tomorrow. Basically, I run their items. As soon as their items are run, they get paid out next day. So that's why consignment works well on Whatnot. I would never do consignment on eBay because you have to pay them out after the return window. So if I sold your item today, I would have to wait 30 days before I'm able to pay you out because that item can be returned within 30 days. So that's why consignment on eBay doesn't work. On Whatnot, you don't get returns unless there's flaws or anything like that. So as long as you are checking over your items good, you shouldn't have any returns. Appreciate you, Babs. What does it mean cleanup? So when you first import your inventory in Posher, sometimes the AI picks up, even though it's the same item, it's listed on 2 separate platforms, it pushes it into 2 different rows. All you have to do is drag and drop those items into the correct rows. So if your item is split, let's show you guys. Some people don't know this, and this is why I got to put out that update video because it's so easy to use Posher. So let's just look up something. Let me look up something I know I only have like one of, so it's just super easy to do. Let me do GEI. Nope. GIE. There we go. GIESSD. There. We'll do this one right here. I'll show you guys how to move it in Posher really quick. And if you're watching on Instagram, go over to Facebook or YouTube if you want to see this really quick. If you import your inventory and something like this happens, okay? If something like this happens and you're like, crap, I got to move this. What the heck? It's in this wrong row. I got to move this over. Why is this like this? You just go like this. And now Posher knows this is the same item. Super easy to do. So when you first import your inventory, you might have a few of those instances where the items are in different rows. What I would do is just put in the search bar like I just did. I put in the search bar the name of the item right at the top, and it will pull up just that singular item. And when it's in a separate row, you're just going to take it and drag and drop it and move it. And that should take you no time at all. Also, it's going to ask you for duplicates. Sometimes it'll pull up 2 Ralph Lauren shirts because you have like 400 listed and it thinks this blue one is that same blue one, but when you look at the photos, they're different. You just tell Posher that those aren't duplicates, and then it doesn't think they're duplicates anymore. So super easy to do. Have you dropped list perfectly for Posher? Are you able to move your list perfectly over? Yes, Posher is super duper easy. Let's turn into an Posher stream right now. Posher is super easy to move your inventory over. So list perfectly, very annoying to have to move your inventory over. Posher, all you have to do is hit this button at the top, and then you're going to hit full sync. When you first download Posher, it's going to prompt you to do this, but after that, I do this once a month where you do a full sync, and then you hit this and you hit continue, and what Posher is going to do is going to read through all of your inventory on all of your platforms, and it's going to put them in the row as best as it possibly can. So literally just do this, and then click that button, let it cycle through for like 10 minutes, and boom, all of your inventory is put into Posher. There's no more clicking each item and putting import like List Perfectly does. You're literally pressing one button. It's so much easier. And if you're using List Perfectly and you want to give it a try, Posher a try, there's a link in my bio. I'll also put the link down below really quick for you guys. Give me 1 second. I'll put the link down below. Click on that link. If you sign up through that link, you get 7-day free trial, and you'll get 15% off your first month if you decide to go with it. Trust me, you're going to go with it because I'll tell you this. I was literally making the same amount of money promoting List Perfectly and Auto Posher. I already had signups on List Perfectly. It would make no sense for me to move from List Perfectly to Auto Posher because I already had signups on it. I would have just kept collecting signups. I gave up List Perfectly. I gave up my commissions to push Auto Posher because Auto Posher is the best. By far, it's the easiest to use. It has a share tool already, so it beats out Vendu because it has a share tool, and she's implementing new platforms. It also has sales analytics. It has everything all the platforms have, but it's such user friendly. It's so easy to use. You're going to love it. Just try it. Just click on that link. Give it a try for today. If you have some extra time, download your inventory in it. Cross list a couple items. I think she gives like 5 or 10 items for you to be able to cross list to see how it works. And then you're going to love it. And you're going to be like, screw the other ones. I'm coming over. I just finished the cleanup after importing all listings, but I still have to clean up listings when I import. I just did 2 listings on eBay this morning. I did a quick sync and I still had to go in and clean up the description and change my shipping setting. Am I missing something? You shouldn't have to you shouldn't have to change anything. When you download it into AutoPosher, all the information should be exactly the same. I've never actually had something I listed on eBay and have it need to be adjusted. What I will say, Andrea, is if you're not using shipping policies, that could be the reason why that's happening. You don't have shipping policy set up, and I have a video on YouTube to set that up. It's super easy to do, but you need shipping settings set up so that way you can cross list your eBay inventory. She uses a shipping settings to be able to cross list. So go watch that video on YouTube. It'll take you like 5-10 minutes set up shipping. Your not shipping settings, but it's called something else. I can't remember what the name of it. Oh, shipping policies. Set up your policies really quick and you'll be able to import and everything will work perfectly fine. And again, it doesn't take any time at all. And to be honest, shipping policies you should be using shipping policies anyway on eBay. Good morning, jumping on all working. What's up, Carolyn? Welcome in. What's up, sirs? I was using both and paying both before AutoPosher. I was using both and paying both before AutoPosher added cross-listing feature. Yes, do the AutoPosher cross-listing. Trust me, it's so much simpler than List Perfectly. List Perfectly, their prices have gone up significantly too. I saw one of their lives the other day because I still get notifications for them and they still send me emails about their stuff. One of their plans is like $100 now. It's like, what? And then there's the next step is like $150 and like the next step up is like $200. It's like wild prices. Any plans on weekly mini podcast for the next year in your spare time with Surfs? Daniel, Sir, you must have been on Surfs Live. Surfs and I mentioned doing something together, and to be honest, I don't think it's going to be scheduled. It's not going to be like every Monday at 8 p.m. It's going to be like the most consistently inconsistent podcast if we do something like that. That's what our slogan's going to be. The most consistently inconsistent podcast, because we're literally just going to hop on whenever we have time. I'll text them and be like, hey, you want to talk today? And then we'll just hop on. So it'll be like spur of the moment. And then if you get notifications from us, you'll be able to come in. But I think that's how we're going to do it because both of us have different schedules. We're super busy. He's super busy. So yeah, but we're thinking about it. We're definitely thinking, who would like a Surfs Up times K-Way podcast? And it's going to be bad. It's not going to be your average reselling podcast. Like, we're not going to sit there and like be like super nice and chill. Like, we're going to go back and forth with each other and make fun of each other the whole time. Like, that's what we want to do. We don't want to be like the goody goods of podcasting. We want to kind of make fun of each other, make fun of other people at the same time. Every time my items on eBay relist, I have to set up promotions again. Automated promotions, yes. Every time you do that, even if you relisted your items yourself, you would have to do that anyway. So set up an automated promotion. I have a 5% promotion across the board on all my items. So as soon as my items get relisted, it automatically puts them in that 5% promotion. I just dropped off packages at the post office and they were scanned as delivered. Wow, good post office clerk right there. All the customers are emailing frustrated. Do you think it'll fix it? Yes, as soon as it runs through the system and it hits the plant, it's going to be scanned as in transit again. So yeah, that's a clerk. A clerk came through and scanned them, delivered. Smart person right there. But yeah, as soon as it hits the plant has a scan as well. The packages go under the scan scans your package and it'll say in transit again and it'll redo that shipping and then you'll be able to message them back and see it's in transit right now. Shut up, Trisha. Podcast, okay. My name has to come first. I was thinking the Surf's Way podcast. That's actually what I was thinking. I was thinking something like that. Surf's Way podcast. I think that could work, Surfs. We'll have to think of the name. I'll definitely put your name first because you're the draw for sure. All right, let's ship out something else. See, I'm already starting to make fun of them. This is not good. Next up is a pair of women's True Religion jeans. Kayla actually picked these up. I don't really pick up True Religions, but she looked these up and she said they would sell pretty fast, and they did. We didn't even get a time to put these away. They were just listed last week. We paid $8.54 for these, and they sold for 18 bucks. I took a best offer on Poshmark. Not a huge profit, but kind of just want to see how fast these would sell. True Religion might be coming back. Same with Miss Me's. I hear Miss Me's are selling pretty fast too. So 5% on Auto Posher? No, 5% would be set up on eBay. It's an automated promotion on eBay. I'll show you what it looks like in just a second. Let me open my pack of gyro packs. Let me go over to my eBay. I believe it's an advertising. Let me see. eBay, you go to advertising, go to dashboard, and then you'll create a new campaign. And you'll create promote your listings right here. Click promote your listings, and then you're going to set everything up. It's going to ask you what percentage, what items, all that good stuff. But yeah, promote your listings right there. Again, that's in advertising underneath your eBay dashboard. And then as soon as your items get relisted, they will automatically get promoted at that whatever percentage you want. 2%, 3%, 5%, 10%, whatever you decide. I always do all my listings across the board. You can do specific listings only, and then when AutoPosher relists those, it'll automatically get relisted into that promotion. I just do 5% across the board to keep everything super easy. Our new post office picked up, but scanning did not occur for a couple of our items for a few days. Now we have, I think that will correct OVABs in eBay. During Christmas season, they're usually pretty lenient. As long as your item gets delivered on time within your window, you should be good. And I think they even give a little leeway on that because they understand that the post office probably isn't going to scan most of their packages. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. Once your items get delivered, then you can always reach out to eBay and be like, if they don't change it, you can reach out to them and be like, hey, I shipped this item on time. The post office said that they couldn't scan it. Is there anything you can do? Because obviously the customer got it on time, and usually they'll take that defect away from you. Mine were scanned delivered and never corrected, but customers were patient. I got additional info from the post office. Updated my customers myself. There you go. Yeah, you could do that. You can reach out to them yourself too. Usually when it goes through the plant, it will fix itself because they do get scanned along the way, so it'll be like in transit again, but maybe for some reason yours did. I don't know. Usually it does. Supervised, a great name. Need to add supervised by K. Supervised by Caleb. Me and him do not get supervised at all. That's what the podcast has to be. It has to be unsupervised. Appreciate all the questions too. Keep the questions coming while I'm shipping out orders. I still have a ton to ship, but I like the questions. I don't really have much else to do today. I was gonna go thrifting, but Joey's sick. So yeah, I don't even think I'm gonna get out thrifting. So we can stay here all day for all I care because I got nothing better to do. Ship out the next item. We got some Vineyard Vines. These are Vineyard Vines corduroy pants, and they got like embroidered like nautical theme all over them, little embroideries. You can kind of see it right there. That's a lighthouse. Pick this up for, let me see. Pick this up for $10.70, and this one sold over on Poshmark for 31 buckaroos. They were delivered but delivered late. I asked eBay, they denied us. How long will it stay on? It doesn't stay on. I think it stays on for 60 or 90 days. It's whenever your next cycle. So it'll say on your eBay dashboard when they're going to evaluate your store again, and that should be when they drop off. They might stick around for maybe one more month because you just got them on. Just start out. At what point did you start investing in your business, like buying printers, mailers, etc.? So when I first started, good question, Danielle. When I first started, I did this not full time. I was working at the post office still, and I was recycling all my money back into my business. So as my bank account grew and I had, $5-10 grand in my bank account, if I had enough money at the end of the month, I would start buying things like printers, things like that. Printer I bought almost right away. I had a couple $100 extra in my bank account, and I didn't have any sourcing to do that week. So I bought the Dymo. It's paid for itself over and over again because I haven't had to buy ink. All I have to do is buy the little Dymo labels for it. But if I had extra, I never took money out of any other bank accounts to pay for my stuff within my business. So anytime I had extra money in my business account to spend, I would go buy things like printers. I would buy things like light boxes. So that's what I would suggest to have a separate bank account, If you've already bought all your inventory for the month and you still have $1,000 left over and you want to buy a thing like a printer, you have the money in your business account to buy that, so you might as well. Santa stopped by the Tampa area. He did. Santa definitely did. Where do I find the eBay coupon for tape? Let me see. It's under store, right? Under store and then subscriber discounts, I think. Yeah, under store on your eBay tab, and then scroll down. It's the third option from the bottom. It says subscriber discounts. That'll give you your store coupon. Make sure you use your store coupon. You have like a couple more days to use it. So if you haven't used it yet, go use it. I also have it linked in my link tree in my pin post or in my bio. It says eBay quarterly coupon, and you just click that link and then it'll take you right to the page, and you automatically have your eBay quarterly coupon set up. So you just put it in your eBay store. It'll take you to the eBay store where all of the shipping supplies are, and your coupon should be right there too. So if you ever forget, just click on the link in my bio and go buy your supplies through that link. All right, let's ship out some eBay orders. We have a whole bunch to ship out. I think 12 eBay orders total. This one just sold this morning. This is a Polo Ralph Lauren Whitfield shirt. All the items on my eBay store are 15% off right now. I have a sale running. So I paid $6.96 for this, and this sold for $21.24. Nice little bread and butter Polo Ralph Lauren. January 20th. So that should be when it falls off, I believe, is January 20th. January 20th. And Margaret, if you look at the description of this live too, my link tree is in the description of this live on Facebook. So you'll easily be able to find it through that. All right, let's ship it out. You guys might get a Joey sighting today too, because he's up running around. He's feeling better. It's just weird. He woke up this morning. He had an earache, little bit of an earache. So she took him back to the doctor, and they looked at both ears, and they said, sure enough, his right ear is inflamed. So we just went and got him more medicine, and he should be good by later tonight. So you guys might get a little Joey sighting today. Little Joe, bro. Sucks. He was looking better too. Yesterday we thought, oh, for sure he's over this sickness. Good, because we have plans for New Year's, because we didn't really have too many people over for Christmas because he was sick. We didn't want to get anybody else sick, and then sure enough, he gets an ear infection. But I used to get him really bad when I was younger too, so that's probably why. Based off the comments on the video where I found those cry pants, I showed some Robert Graham shirts in that video. This wasn't one specifically. We just listed the ones that were in that video just a couple days ago. But people over and over in that video said Robert Graham doesn't sell. Robert Graham doesn't sell. I don't pick up Robert Graham anymore. It doesn't sell, blah, blah, blah. These are the Robert Grahams you're looking for. And in the video, I picked up Robert Grahams with bright patterns and good flip cuffs. Those are what you're looking for. And good sizes too. I think everything in the video was a 2XL, if I remember, an XL. These still sell, as long as you pick up the right ones. If they're a basic Robert Graham, you're not going to get huge money out of them. It's just not going to happen. But this one, I paid $21.38 for. Most people wouldn't pay that because they're like, Robert Graham doesn't sell. Sold, it was on a 15% off sale, sold for $53.54 over on eBay. So yes, Robert Grahams still do sell. They sell very, very well. And this one I'm actually going to ship priority because this person asked specifically for priority mail. So I'm going to make sure I give it to him. But yeah, Robert Grahams still sell. If you pick up the right ones, you can still move them for good money. I'm going to do a large retail again by late January for like TJ Maxx and Marshalls. Possibly. TJ Maxx and Marshalls in January usually is not as good as it is mid-year because most people buy up all the goods for Christmas time. Like all the new attack stuff all the good new attack stuff gets bought up for Christmas presents. So don't expect the January/February, whenever it happens, TJ Maxx haul to be as good as the mid-year one. We probably still will go source TJ Maxx and Marshalls to grab some stuff, but we're probably not going to go as hard as we did. We're not going to spend over 10 grand at TJ Maxx and Marshalls during this. I doubt there's that much stuff there. So, yeah, that's my answer to that. Next up, we got some LL Beans. I talked about these yesterday. These are men's LL Bean flannel lined jeans, and I showed this on my live yesterday. I'll show you guys again. This is how we list flannel lined LL Beans to get them to sell really fast. Is you flip that cuff at the bottom and you fold it over, and that's your cover photo. So it shows that they're flannel lined, and then mom also takes it and keeps it open like that at the bottom, so you can see they're flannel lined all the way through. That's going to help them sell a little bit faster than if you just took the jeans and hung them up, because nobody knows they're flannel lined, even though it says flannel lined in your title. So that helps them sell a little faster. Just keep that in mind when you're listing. But I'm going to take these and ship them priority mail. These we picked up for $4.28 and they sold for $21.24 plus shipping. Came across Kimes Ranch jeans. Great sell-through rate. Yeah, I picked up that brand once. Those like Western brands really aren't here in Florida. The only time I find them is in red, white, and blue. But I have found that brand one time, and yes, it did sell very, very, very fast. Kimes Ranch. They're like a thicker jean, right? Really thick, really durable. I think the one I found was actually a jean jacket, if I remember correctly. I know I've sold that brand before. It's either jeans or a jean jacket. I can't remember. This one's going to ship for 3 pounds, going Ground Advantage. Appreciate everybody hanging out too. If you have any questions, feel free to drop in the chat. This is the time to ask questions. No question is a stupid question, even if it's super basic. And I've answered it a million times, I'll answer it again. So feel free to drop in the chat. People always ask me questions on my videos, and sometimes I don't get back to them because I just get, I'm too busy. But this is a good time to just drop your questions and get those answered. Western wear, yep. Next up, Orvis. This is just a men's basic Orvis crew neck. This is one I picked up locally in a bulk buy that I don't really pick up too often, but it was kind of thrown into the bulk buy. My buy cost across the board was $8, but most likely I only paid like $4 for this. Sold for $16.99. Not a huge sale, but it did sell really fast. It was just listed, so it's kind of making me think different about Orvis. If I pick it up, if I get it for $1 or $2, I might pick it up and list it for $17 to $20 and try to get it in and out the door super fast. Mexican Picker Julio, what's up? Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, all that good stuff. If you guys aren't following Mexican Picker on all platforms, make sure you give him a follow. Julio's a good guy. I've been following him since way, way, way back in the day. My Instagram days been following him. A lot of people I've been following since way, way back in the day before I ever started making content. So appreciate you, Julio. Happy New Year, brother. What is the name of the listing tool, and what is the discount code? You mean the cross listing tool? It's called Posher. So you're on Instagram right now. Go to my bio. There's a Linktree link in my bio. I think it's the third link is my Posher link. It'll say Posher and it'll say 15% off with code KWayShop. As long as you click that link, you shouldn't have to put in the code. But that is in my bio, Posher. The discount code is KWayShop. If it prompts you to put that in. What up, Surfs? I'm busted. You're still my favorite. Surfs is not your favorite. I'm your favorite. What scale do you suggest for figure out shipping? I've always used this one. It is a little pricey, but I've used it since the beginning. It's just a Dymo scale. I don't know if this one is linked in my link tree under the products we use on a daily basis. If you guys ever want to know like what we use, I have Amazon links for those. Just go in my link tree under the products we use on a daily basis. You'll find all the products we use. This one I've had since the beginning. Since I've been reselling, I've never had an issue with it. It uses AAA batteries. I've only had to replace them once in, since 2018. I've replaced the batteries literally one time. So it's really efficient, really easy to use. It only goes up to 5 pounds. There's another scale linked in that products we use on a daily basis. I have another scale link that goes up to, I believe, 50 pounds. Those are for bigger packages, but when I'm shipping out clothing, I'm pretty much always just using this little tiny scale. So again, if you need those, they're always linked in my bio. Up to your boot game and the rack behind you. Those were supposed to be sold on Whatnot tonight, but Joey's sick, so we're gonna have to push off that show. But yeah, all those shoes we're gonna run on Whatnot. I got Sorels up there. I got some. What do I have? I have a bunch of Allen Edmonds, a bunch of dress shoes, like really good dress shoes. A bunch of good Cole Haan, some new with tag shoes. We'll run those probably next Friday. I'm thinking about running all those shoes, which gives me another week to go and buy some new ones anyway. Ocala is horse capital of the world. Bet the Western Apparel is there. Yes, I never go sourcing to Ocala, but I heard there's a new bin store somewhere around there, Goodwill outlet. I haven't been to it yet. Kat, my sister, went to it when it first opened, and she said it was bad. I want to give it another shot, so we might go to Ocala. I think it's an Ocala area here pretty soon. Give it a shot. The bins, the good old bins. Have you created an Amazon storefront for your recommended products? Yes, that is in my link tree, which is in my pin post, Hope. It's under the products we use on a daily basis section. So everything we use is on my Amazon storefront. Consider pallets in the new year. Considering pallets in the new year, have you successfully been able to find reputable ones? If so, could you give me your guidelines, please? So I've found a pallet company that somebody I am very familiar with has used in the past, and they said it was good. So I got a recommendation from them. Um, Also, I am doing pallets with consigners. So we're doing like 50-50 splits on pallets. We're going in 50-50 and then we're splitting profits 50-50, which kind of leverages my risk. If I'm only putting 50% down and it ends up being a bad pallet, they leverage their risk, I leverage my risk, everybody wins. That way we can try new things and not really have to get hurt too bad on the bank account. But yeah, I don't really have guidelines because I'm new to it. So with pallets, you got to ask somebody that's been doing it for a while. I'm very new and I don't feel like I should be giving you advice on them until I've done so many that I feel like I'm able to give you advice, because right now I don't. I haven't even had one successful pallet be delivered yet, even though one is on the way, one's not here yet. So I sell items for my parents and purging and always get hung up on shipping. Use eBay estimated charge, charge actual postage. So I do calculated shipping. Easiest way to do calculated shipping, for example, sold this Pendleton shirt. What you would do is you would take this Pendleton shirt. Let me give the analytics on this one. Pendleton shirt paid $8. It sold for $39.99. While you're doing the listing, what I would do is I would put it in whatever you're going to ship. This weighs like nothing, so technically you don't really have to put it in one of these. But if you want to get the exact weight, what I would do is list your item, and then when you're almost ready to list, take the item, put it in the poly bag you want to ship it in. You don't have to close it. Do your measurements right here. These are usually 9 by 11 by 2. And then you're going to put it on the scale. This weighs 15.3 ounces, so you're going to round up to a pound, and then put that into your shipping. And then charge that to your customer. You can never make a mistake if you do that, because you've already put in the accurate weight, accurate measurements, and then when you're ready to ship, you just put it right back in the bag and you ship it out. Charge it to the customer as calculated, so it'll calculate based off where they live, and you don't have to do any of the calculations yourself. eBay does that all for you. So that's what I would suggest. Just put the item, if it's going to be a hard good and it's going to fit in a box, go find that box, put it inside the box, package it up right on the outside what it is, tape it up, and then as soon as you sell it, you're literally just going to take it and hit print label, because you've already done all the weighing and measuring for it. You don't need to do any extra because you've already done it once. Print the label, slap it on, it's already packaged up, it's ready to go, you ship it out. That's how you get past the beginning stages of shipping. And then once you learn how shipping goes, then you don't really need to do that. You can start estimating, because pretty much everything we list is estimated. At what point did you invest in a cross-listing your business? I was doing everything by hand until beginning of 2021. And then I was listing so much that it just didn't make sense to do it by hand anymore. I started with List Perfectly, did that for a season, and then Posher came out with their cross-lister, and I changed over to Posher. So I would say once you get around 200 to 300 listings in your eBay store and you want to start cross-listing those, that's the time. Before that, you should be able to do everything else by hand, because it shouldn't take you too long to list 5 items a night and do it all by hand, so you don't have to pay for a cross-lister. Do you do flat rate for shoes? Everything's calculated. But I do give shoes, I give 3 options. I give priority mail, UPS, and then priority mail, ground advantage, and then UPS is what I give the buyer. Whatever one's cheaper for them, they can select, and then I'll ship it however. So, ship your pants? No, I would never ship my pants. You're so cool. What's up, Ethan? Ethan's posted on Instagram again. Look at that. We've convinced Ethan to start posting again on all of his socials. It only took a year, and he's finally doing it. I'm so proud of you, Ethan. Ethan, you're growing up. I like it. Next up, this is a Vuori. This is a women's Vuori crew neck. Or is it a hoodie? No, it's a hoodie. Picked this up for $24.08. We did pay up for this. It was in one of my recent videos. A bunch of people said we paid too much for it, but Vuori always sells super fast for us. We can't keep Vuori in our store for more than a month. Usually it sells within a week. This took about 2 weeks to sell for $46. Again, some people wouldn't pay that. Some people wouldn't pay $24 to sell something for $46 because they said that's not enough profit. But if I know something's going to sell within a month, why would I not pick it up for $24 and sell it for $46? And I had it listed for $50, but then I got a $46 offer and I just decided to take it. So we will pay up for certain items as long as we know they're going to sell fast. You might as well. If you don't pay up for them, you're leaving all the profit behind at the thrift store. So we like picking up the profit, not leaving it behind. Paying $5.26 for shipping, buyer paid $9.20. I'm so proud of Ethan. I am too. Ethan, we're all so proud of you, Ethan. He probably left already. I missed his comment when he first came in. All right, let's ship out. We got a few more orders to ship. We actually did sell a pair of shoes too. Banana Republic. This is a men's extra small. Usually these fishing vests do really, really good, but this was a men's extra small. I probably shouldn't have picked it up because it was too small of a size. Paid $5.34 for it. It sat in my store forever. It finally sold. They got an offer yesterday of $18.80, so I took it. $18.80 plus shipping. Usually I get right around $30 for these, but this being a men's extra small, it was just too small of a size to sell. What's up, Sweet Dreams? Live in the house. Appreciate you hopping in. Almost done shipping. We got a few more to go, so if you have any last minute questions, feel free to drop in the chat. I got like another 10 minutes of shipping, and we'll put all these outside, and then hopefully the mailman will come and grab these up. This is, I put the wrong dimensions in this too, 9 by 11 by 2, and it's going to ship for $6.56. Buyer paid $11.20. Going to Atlanta, Georgia. All right, next up, another brand I don't really pick up too often, but these were really cheap, so that's why I decided to pick them up, and they actually sold pretty quick. Just a bread and butter pair of Carhartt pants. These were only $5.33 at the thrift store, so I listed these super low. I had these at $17.99, and they automatically got put on the 15% off sale that I was running. Sold really quick for $15.29, so $5.33 into $15.29. I'll take that. Sold in like a week and a half. So I don't really pick up Carhartt unless they're super duper cheap. Made like a $8 profit on these. But again, nice little bread and butter sale. These sold for full price. If they weren't on the clearance sale, they would have sold for about a $10 profit, which is what I was looking for. These are going to California too. Buyer paid $16.20 for shipping, so I'm going to make a little on shipping too. All right, next up, we got another Untuckit shirt, another men's Untuckit shirt. Again, I'm probably going to start passing on these because they haven't been selling super well for me. This is just a men's large basic Untuckit. Picked this up for $8 locally in a bulk buy. It sold for $17.58. Again, not a huge profit. More of a bread and butter sale. And again, this was in a bulk buy, so sometimes I get stuck with pieces like this in the bulk buys. But it still sold for a profit. Sold relatively fast. We just listed that about 3 weeks ago, and it sold. And I just sold a Willis & Geiger for $152.99. Let's go. Let's go. I gotta go find that jacket. I'll ship it out probably tomorrow on live, because I'm not gonna be able to find that super fast. It's out in the garage somewhere. $152. Let's go. That's the second big sale this week. Sold those Keaton pants for $170, and then I just sold that Willis & Geiger for $150. Let's go. I love big sales. Next up, we got a pair of Callaway golf pants. Picked these up for $13 in that TJ Maxx yellow tag clearance event, and this one sold for $22.94. Again, it's on a 50% off clearance. I've already sold quite a few of these styles, the exact same colorway. Kind of just clearing out the rest of them. So, system for shelf, the shelf behind me. Is that what you're asking, City Sports? Like what inventory system I use for the shelf behind me? If you're asking that, I don't have an inventory system for the shelf behind me. Everything behind me is unlisted except for like 1 or 2 pairs of shoes. So those are all going to be sold on Whatnot. I was supposed to do a show tonight, but Joe Bro's sick, so we're going to do it probably next Friday will be the shoe show. All right, just a couple more items going out. Speaking of shoes on that shelf, I just told you I don't have a system, but one of the shoes is listed over there is a pair of Cole Haans. Let me go grab them really quick. These are men's Cole Haan 0 grand shoes. I usually always try to pick these up if they're like 5 or under. They're kind of hard to find 5 or under nowadays because most thrift stores know about them. But these lightweight Cole Haans do really good. These were only $5.34. They were on sale at the thrift store when I picked them up the day I was there, and these sold for $20 plus shipping. So nice little, bread and butter Cole Haan sale. I'm gonna have quite a few of these in my Whatnot stream because I'm not really trying to list shoes anymore. I still want to buy them if I find them at a good deal, but I really don't want to have to list them anymore. So we're just gonna blow them out on Whatnot. So yeah, you won't see me selling much shoes on eBay anymore. And then last sale, another good sale. This is a Athearn engine car. It's a diesel engine car train. These are the ones you're looking for. This is actually the ones that pull the entire train. So this is the front of the car. Picked this up for $3.25. This one sold for $47.43 plus shipping. Really good sale. These are the ones when I bought that train haul, I was specifically looking for the locomotive pieces because these are where the money's at. And I got quite a few of these that pretty much paid off the whole entire haul. And then all that other stuff was basically just profit at the end. I'll ship that out after the live. But yeah, that's everything we have to ship out. That Willis and Geiger I'll probably ship out tomorrow. I'll show you guys what it looks like over on Facebook and YouTube. This just sold for $152. So really good brand to look for. Specifically with these, you need to know that you're going to hold on to them for a while. This has been listed for over a year, but I didn't pay much for it. If I remember correctly, I think I paid like $25 for this. And this one has duck down in it. It's like a really, really good jacket. So look out for these when you're ever out there. This is the brand right here. My dog's barking behind me. Willis and Geiger. Good brand to look out for. That one will ship out tomorrow. Is the mailman here?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll get this. Take that out there. I got a couple more, but I'll go track them down later. All right, everybody. Appreciate you hanging out. Mailman's here, so I'm going to get these last 2 orders shipped out. I don't know if I'm going to be live tomorrow morning, but I will definitely be live on Whatnot tomorrow. We're going to do a clothing show. Really, really good stuff. I got a lot of good consignment that came in, so make sure you go bookmark that show. Tonight's show is probably going to be canceled because Joe Bro's sick. I said that a couple times on the live. So yeah, appreciate you guys hanging out, and we'll see you